Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this wonderful Friday afternoon Scarecrow judging. This is a first. I think this is the very first live judging of scarecrows that's ever happened in the Southern Hemisphere. In fact, I might go so far as to say this is a world first here, where Sophie Thomson and I, fortunate enough, we would have been at the wonderful Adelaide Show, the Royal Adelaide Show last week, and we would have been judging the wonderful efforts of, as you'll see today, 30 different primary schools and preschools, which is a magnificent effort. We would have been there judging them, but unfortunately, the show was postponed, cancelled, whatever you want to call it. It's rolled over to next year. But Sophie and the committee at the show thought we can't let all of that effort go by the by. We really need to recognise the time and energy that's been put in to these scarecrows by the children and their schools and their teachers and their parents. So we're going to judge the scarecrows live. The exciting thing is that I will also have a People's Choice Survey Monkey, which you will be able to jump on the link and be able to judge your 3 categories. But I'll ask Sophie to explain the categories when I bring her in. And I would like to start by acknowledging the Gadigal and Bidigal people of the Eora, which is the country here in Sydney where I am broadcasting to you from. So I'm here in Sydney. Sophie's down at the Botanic Gardens in Adelaide, who have so wonderfully agreed to put this event on. And for anyone in Adelaide, you can actually go to the Botanic Gardens and see the scarecrows face to face, which is definitely the best way to do it, I can safely say. So we've got some people joining us now, which is fantastic. And I'm going to bring Sophie in and welcome her. Here she is. So
Hello, Foster. I'll just get that out of my mouth. I'm here with Strawman. You know, we've all heard of all these Marvel characters. We've got Ant-Man, we've got Iron Man, we've got Superman, we've got Spider-Man. And here at the Scarecrow competition, we even have Strawman. And for once, this guy's quiet.
It's a silent superhero.
He is a superhero. He's worked out, he could actually, if, you know, a bit of technology, he could buy bits of straw out of his wrist. You know, it could be amazing.
I'm loving the idea of another super character and the firing of the straw. It could be a solution for all the world's problems. So let's keep an eye on Strawman today and see what powers Strawman can share with us. Soph, it's wonderful to be a part of this. Tell us a little bit about the decision to go ahead with the not only the judging but the presentation of the awards.
Well, these kids and the schools involved had gone to so much effort to create these amazing scarecrows, and I'm really fortunate that over the last 6, 7, 8 years even, I've been judging scarecrows at the Royal Adelaide Show. But for the last 2 years, we haven't had a show. This year, we got really close. We got a few weeks out when it was cancelled. So all the schools had already built their scarecrows, and the Horticulture Committee was able to find a place that we can put this exhibition on. It wasn't all the scarecrows that were originally entered because some of them were from quite rural, remote country places, but we've got an amazing representation. And so it's fabulous. This is on from tomorrow, Saturday, till the following Sunday. People can come down, kids can come down, bring their families, see the fabulous scarecrows and visit the beautiful Botanic Gardens in Adelaide, which you know and love so well.
So if it's just fantastic. I mean, the fact that all of that effort is being recognised and that families can come out, even though sure there's lots of people that aren't out and about at the moment, but we also thought that this was a wonderful opportunity for people who can't get out and about to be able to see the scarecrows, see the creativity, and also to to actually put their 2 bobs worth in the judging and make the People's Choice Awards. So
And so we'll have to go through at the end. You and I have to judge, so we've got winners for tomorrow. But you're also running the People's Choice Award, and you said you're going to organise a prize for the people that get the winner in each category.
Yeah. So I figured, we'll work it out. So tell us the categories, Soph.
Okay, so we've got 3 categories this year. We've got the traditional scarecrows, we've got storybook scarecrows, and then we've got the Costa Georgiana Scarecrow competition. Now, to be honest, everyone thought everyone was going to enter the Costa category, so they didn't enter, which is ridiculous. But anyway, the ones in there are fantastic, and we're going to have lots of fun judging them. So I thought we might start with the traditional scarecrow, and there's lots of really cool things. This was open to kindies, playgroups, and primary schools. So it's fabulous to see what they've done, and all the, really it would be great if everyone could win a prize. Judging scarecrows is the hardest thing because they're all fantastic. And so it's such a lovely tradition that we've been able to keep going. And hopefully, actually, in future Royal Adelaide shows, when they do run, we might even get to partner up with the Botanic Gardens and bring them down here after the Royal Adelaide show.
I think, Soph, that we could really be onto something here, because sometimes when you think about it, the crows have a limited life and not everyone can make it to the show. And I think any opportunity for good art, because this is community art at its best, if you ask me. And any chance to show them off again and for, another 10 days, I mean, that is an absolute brilliant thing. It really is. And already, Tanya has said, wow, I might get some ideas. Paulie said, I need one of these near my chook shed. The crows are stealing my eggs. So
I actually got one at my place. The crows are stealing my duck eggs, and my dog is too, but yeah. The other thing we've had here for years, we've had an arrangement with our governor, the governor of South Australia, who's just retired, and a couple of the scarecrows he would choose, and they would go down and live out their life for a year or a period of time at Government House, in the vegetable garden at Government House, and the schools that whose scarecrows were chosen got to go down and visit. So we have had this fabulous association with governor. We've got a new governor coming in, so that's a little bit tricky this year. But anyway, it is lovely that these kids get to see their work on show and see that their efforts are greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and I mean, what a great way to break down the barriers of the halls of power and so on. Like, the governor, for the children to be able to have their scarecrows displayed there, and for that to pump up their tires, I think it's fantastic, And I just had a question here from Helen Tooton. Personal favourite. Yeah, Helen has got in early with a question. Personal favourite category of scarecrow, Sophie?
I quite like the terracotta pot scarecrows, but all of them down here are fantastic. Scarecrows are lots of fun. And I tell you what, if you're in lockdown with your kids and you're looking for an activity to do, making a scarecrow at home, you're going to have clothes in the cupboard that were on their way to the op shop, or that we're going to get, put into rags or composted. Chances are, if you're a gardener, you've got a bale of straw. That's an essential item. I'm sure that's essential items in terms of if you're in lockdown. And you could make your own scarecrow at home with the kids and have lots of fun in family building, nature craft, outside activity. So we're very, Costa, how lucky we are in South Australia, and that you guys in Sydney are doing it tough, and the people in Melbourne are also doing it tough, 200 plus days in lockdown. So we are very aware of how lucky we are in South Australia, and we're also so grateful for you to making this go live so that we can, give people a bit of fun in their day.
It's an absolute pleasure, and there's lots of people are joining us, Soph, and there's comments coming. O'Sullivan, we've got O'Sullivan Beach Primary School. There's Blakeview Preschool. Hello, Janelle Robinson, and great advice. What have we got here? Tanya Leishman. She's yes, Sophie, so good. I can't wait to have a look at them all. Thank you. So
okay.
I just thought we could get stuck into it. So take it away, Soph.
Okay, well, we're going to start with the traditional, and I don't know how we do this because there's so many great ones to look at. Not necessarily lined up in numerical order, but what I'm going to do as we go through, I'll give you a letter and a number. So for people judging from home, if you can, at the end of each segment, we might have to do a recap if you need it, but if you can vote for your favourite. So
now, just before you do, Soph,
yep.
Just let me put up, I'm going to put up for everyone in the banner here. This is the link to the survey. So there's the survey. There it is there as a scrolling banner. And what I'll do, which might make it even easier for people, is I'll just edit that. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to put it into the comments as well so that people can get it out of the comments. So I'm going to put it up as a comment and you can jump onto the Survey Monkey and put your, basically you can put 1, 2, 3 in each of the 3 categories. Pick them out as 1, 2, 3. You'll see if you click on the left.
A third. That's huge.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, away we go. Take it away, Soph.
The arm's going.
Okay, we're good at the moment.
We're good at the moment. She's holding the phone. So I just think this is quite timely. As I walk around Adelaide and my town, I'm seeing these masks on the ground everywhere. And while we know that they are necessary, disposing of them appropriately is also really important. So I actually quite love that this is a recycled take. We've got a bucket for the head. It's a COVID Marshall scarecrow, you know, to make sure that the crows or things like that don't get COVID. And we've got all these masks that have been put on. There's even toilet paper down the bottom. South Australia has a bit of an affinity for toilet paper, and we've been mocked by many states for hoarding. And now I know if I run out, there's some down here I can pinch. But we've got all these, and you can see the kids have written on them. You know, keep safe. Jet signed his name. Stop panic buying. Look at that. This is meaningful. QR codes. What else have we got on there? COVID. Oh, okay. That might be the school. I won't read that out. So we've got a mask one. And over here, I just love this costume. I'm going to crawl in. So, you know, over the last couple of years, in December and January, December 19 and January 2020, we had bushfires. I know the eastern states all had fires. And here we've got a scarecrow, which is a tribute to our fireys. And you can see he's got his hose and there's water coming out with pipe cleaners. He's saving the beautiful koalas and all these little kids and their involvement. So, you know, our firefighters need a huge shout out. And so this way, not only is it a scarecrow, actually that straw looks better than the stuff I was chewing on before. So we've got a scarecrow with his mask, his hat, and he's a fiery too. So I love that one. So
what number is he?
I should have been giving you the numbers. That was T3, was a COVID mask one. The fiery is T1. He's looking fabulous. And then here we've got, I'm going to knock pumpkins off everywhere. We've got this really cute T2. And of course, when people are making scarecrows, usually you're going through, seeing what clothes you got in the cupboard, see how you can fill them up. And this one's been filled up with stocking material, so it'll probably last quite well outside. Good pair of boots on down there. And she's looking pretty cool. I love her recycled jewellery. Lots of fun. So she's T2. And at the back, we've got a fabulous one. Now, you can just imagine all the kids that have been having fun gluing fabric. We've got paper, all sorts to the milk bottles. And they've created a fabulous, actually, I should read this sign out for you, Costa. It says, "Hi, my name is Milky. I am a sustainable scarecrow made from all recycled and used materials." And so the kids enjoyed decorating that one. Someone's donated their old rubber boots. And so that one is fabulous. That's T4. Now this one I love. We've got a pumpkin head. What fun they've got. And again, we've got old clothes that obviously kids brought from home. Lots of fun. We've got T5. And then this one.
Oh, hang on, Soph. Hang on 1 sec. Just in between you doing that, I'm just going to name those so that people get that in their head. So T5 is pumpkin head.
Pumpkin head.
T4 was recycled.
Recycled, absolutely. No, sustainable scarecrow out of the his name's Milky.
Oh, okay. So on the list that I have given everyone for judging, it's recycled. So that's all right.
Okay. Now, every now and again, when you're judging scarecrows, you get to hear a bit of a story. And this fellow here, he's actually got description. His name is Franco, and I believe he's the gardener at the school. So the kids have made someone that represents someone that they love at their school. He's filled with, I'm cutting Franco. He's filled with straw. I can feel inside. He's got old jeans, an old belt. He's wearing overalls, and he's got his head's filled with straw too. Beautiful bit of embroidery. Old gardener's gloves on there, his scarf. And I bet if we saw the real Franco, they'd look very similar. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon you're spot on there, Soph. But he's got all those kind of attributes: the flannel shirt, the kind of happy face, and the hat. I mean, that says it all for that old vintage of character.
It does, doesn't it? And he's obviously a gardener because he's got a smile on his face. Now, he's 6. So they were the 6 different scarecrows in our traditional category. So what happens now, Costa?
So now, what you can do, everyone? I'll just come back on here. So what you can do, everyone, is decide out of those 6, pick. You go to the left side, and you'll see when you click on it, you pick 1, 2, 3. So if you like Fireman, push 1. If you like Pumpkinhead, push 2 next to Pumpkinhead. And if you like Franco, push 3. And then that will tabulate who got the highest scores out of those, across everyone. So it's going to be really interesting to see what people think. So yeah, now we move into story. So this is the storybook class.
It is. Actually, we should go and start at the beginning because otherwise the numbers are running.
Yeah, okay.
No. They're all over the place. I'm just getting signals in the background. The numbers are all over the place. Okay, we will make sure. So we'll come around the corner here. And we've got a good job I'm not an arachnophobe. We've got this fabulous spider created, and the legs of the spider are out of bottles put in black stockings. And this is obviously the character out of Charlotte's Web. So here, that's number SB, that means storybook, number 13. So
Charlotte, yes.
Sorry?
Yep, that's Charlotte.
That's Charlotte. And here, I'm not sure that I know what book this is actually from. I probably should. So this is a storybook character number 17. We're madly
it says Naruto. It's called Naruto. Naruto. Can anyone enlighten us in the comments about which book Naruto is from?
I'm not up with that. Okay, it's an anime character. Okay, Naruto. Okay, beautiful. Now here there's all sorts of amazing ones. I mean, look at this. Fantastic. Look at all the little scraps of things that have been stuck on. Underneath, it's all held together with clothes. And look.
Now, Sophie, Hayley, can you do us Hayley, when as Sophie's talking, can you sort of give us a wide, but then also, what you're doing now, go in close, give us a little bit of, that will also help your arm. It will help your arm so that we can get a little bit of a closer view of what's going on.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
And this is a Gruffalo, looking fantastic with paddle pots glued up there, all sorts. So there are lots in this storybook category, and they're all.
What number was that?
Number SB9.
SB9. So that's the Gruffalo.
Absolutely. And the next one is BFG, right? Now, I love that book, Roald Dahl, and they talk about a vegetable in it called the schnozzcumber, and I'm actually growing that. Well, I'm not really. It's called the pimply squash, but it certainly looks like a schnozzcumber. And they've made his hands out of grapevine prunings. and he's got the big ears, and it's absolutely fantastic. So a fabulous Roald Dahl character. I love the hair too. The kids have cut all the wool and then they've threaded it out, and he looks like a big scary giant with a kind face. So it's beautiful, and he's got straw coming out of him. So
wow, that's really nice. So what number's that?
That one's SB20.
SB20. Excellent. Yep, that's BFG, correct.
Yeah. And at the back, we've got Coraline, and you can see she's quite gorgeous. She's SB11, and she's got buttons for eyes and old clothes and her glove and her bag and her skinny legs. So she looks gorgeous, and lovely wool coming out of her hair. We'll do another one at the back if we can. Sorry, that was SB11. This is SB12. Tinkerbell. I'm just getting clarification on these. My tribe, so I know this fella. This is Bob the Builder. And this is fantastic too. They've done a paper mache head. It's got a pink milk cap on for the ears. And he's got his tools in his belt. He looks fabulous. Rubber gloves, you can tell who he is. So Bob the Builder's SB16. Now here we've got a very lovable bear, right? And this is SB19. He's also got a paper mache head. And, you know, I love to see the amount of work. So they have somehow, I'm not quite sure, they've got an old pair of jeans and they've painted them and they're all thick and stiff. So that's a fabulous character too. So SB19. And then we've got Cruella de Vil. So she's looking very sleazy, isn't she? So look at her, someone's fabulous outfit. And what a smug expression on her face. Can we go in close to her face, Hayley? She's fabulous. Again, a paper mache head and the face, and the hair's fabulous. The hair.
What number is she?
Sorry? Who's she?
What number?
Oh, what number? She's number 6. Sorry, Costa.
She's got a dog.
She's even got her dog down there. Fabulous shoes.
Oh, wow.
Her hair looks like T-shirt tie. I tell you what, if I run out of T-shirt tie for my tomatoes, I know where to come. And then
That is, that's a very, there's a lot of effort go into Cruella there.
There is. Absolutely. With a lot of these, there's a huge amount of effort. And it's, you know, I think judging scarecrows is one of the worst things, because you can tell that, you know, some are very simple and all the little kids have had a great time just cutting bits of fabric or cutting whatever or gluing onto bottles, and they're just as worthy as the ones that look schmicker and possibly stand out more. So, you know, all schools are a winner just for it. I should say, I can't remember the prizes they get, but at this end, their prizes are amazing. I think all schools that enter get a fabulous copy of the new Nature Play South Australia book, which is absolutely beautiful, which is called Where the Flowers Grow and the Birds Sing, or something similar. I'm sorry, Sarah. Where the Flowers Dance and the... Okay, I can't remember it. I'm patron of Nature Play SA. I'm sorry, Sarah. And Jason Tyndall wrote that book. I did do a promotion about it on Facebook a little while ago because it's an exquisite book. So all schools that have entered get a copy of this beautiful book, which is a companion for exploring South Australia's national parks, and it's just beautiful. And then they get a trip to Clearland Wildlife Park, which is fabulous. Some of the winning schools get that. I need people to feed me what the prizes are because I'm having a mental block. They get Chris Daniels, who's the amazing professor of urban ecology, written so many books. He just gets you caught up in loving nature and understanding what's in our backyard. So he's going to visit one of their schools. And they get an educational experience here at the Botanic Garden. So they're getting so many prizes. There's mulch, there's products, all sorts of things. So we'll keep going with our story characters. At the back, we've got Grug. Now, you can imagine lots of kids had a lot of fun cutting fabric into strips and then gluing it all on, and that looks fabulous. Now, that's SB7.
That's Grug. Yep, we've got Grug on the list. That's good.
And here we've got a character. Now, I'm not familiar with this book. This is Professor Inkling, and a fabulous paper mache. You can hear it, paper mache octopus. With Octonaut. Okay, see, thank you. I'm getting some feedback here showing my lack of my kids are a little bit older than this. So look at these fabulous tentacles.
Oh, yeah.
Things stuck on them. So that's SB8. And at the back, we've got another book. Again, I don't know this book, but it's called Alfred's Law. So we've got some camo gear. You can see that one's all stuffed with straw. The burly body's all stuffed up with straw. Old pair of, they look like army boots, actually. And we've got it looks fabulous. Even an army mask, the COVID mask on there. So that's Alfred's Law. That's SB14. Now we get into Harry Potter.
Hang on one sec, Soph. Can we just have a look at number 18 and number 19, please? Because on the list that we were given, 18 is Harry Potter and 19 is Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, so you're getting ahead of it. I haven't got to Harry Potter yet, and we did Winnie the Pooh here.
And what number is Winnie?
Winnie is SB19. So see here with this fabulous paper mache head. Really good shape on it too. Fabulous bear head and the beautiful nose.
And that's listed as 19?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, we're right. Okay, there was just a concern that the numbers were wrong, but I just wanted to get on that quickly in case people started, voting and it was going the wrong way.
By the end of this Facebook Live thing too, I'm very aware. So the SB18 you asked about Harry Potter. This is Harry Potter here. So we've got a mannequin head. He's got his Hogwarts jacket on. We know who it is. I'm just gonna have a squeeze. Oh, it feels like he's filled up with recycled plastic. We love anything that's made out of recycled materials, and looks fabulous. Glasses look great too. So that's SB18.
Yep, that's it.
And at the back, we've got George the bear, and we're just trying to get in close. Now, George also looks like he is stuffed with straw. He's got straw coming out.
He looks stuffed.
And that's SB15. And whoever's sewn that has done a beautiful job. He's got a gorgeous face. He's got fabulous hands and beautiful feet too. So that's a gorgeous one. Moving right along, we've got Mr. Pockets and his pocket dogs. Now, I don't know this book, but it looks so cute. I think I'd like to see it. Someone's sewn an amazing face on it, and it's got a fabulous scarf. And we can see the diagram down here, down the bottom, of what it's meant to look like. And we can also see a picture. So some of these also have a picture of all the kids that are involved with it. Thank you, Hayley. So that's SB5, and that's Mr. Pockets and his pocket dogs.
Mr. Pockets, yeah, I see that. That's great.
Isn't that awesome?
It is.
Now, we've got another Harry Potter character. Look at this one. He's got the silver hair and the silver beard, and looking pretty cool with his cape. And he's got pillow stuffing in his legs and arms. So lots of fun. So we've got two Harry Potter characters there. I think that's Dumbledore. It does look like Dumbledore, doesn't it? Yep. And actually, if you look, see, that's a fabulous. Look at the beard. Whoever's made that beard has done a beautiful.
Yeah, it's listed as Dumbledore, SB2.
I should have really seen what everything was listed as. That might have been a bit easier. Sorry, Costa.
No, that's all right. I'm just watching from afar.
Your beard's like that too, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Definitely.
Pinned up. And look at this one. Give me some space. Look at this fabulous thing. And look at the bun up the top and the face. That is just lots of fun. So I would imagine here that the kids that help with SB4 have helped to stuff this character and, put all the stuffing into the legs and arms and body and lots of fun. The good old felt making glasses and eyes and noses. And the bun on top. Did we go across the bun? That's such a clever idea with the ball of wool. Looks fabulous.
It sure does. It looks great.
August from the book Wonder. Okay. So.
What number was that?
The last one?
Yeah.
That was SB4. Sorry, Costa.
Una, yep, okay.
Yep. Okay, now SB1 is, here we are. Look at this. This is from the book Wonder. And of course, they made a movie out of this too. So this is SB1. So we've got the character out of that with his helmet. And, you know, again, the kids would have had lots of fun helping stuff and put it together and bringing in clothes from home to make these gorgeous creations. Now, we've only got 2 more left in this this particular category, which is storybook.
That's the big category.
The huge category. This is another Roald Dahl book. This is Matilda. And so that's very cute. This is SB3 with her hair. Sorry, I'll just straighten her hair. It's been a bit windy here today, so her hair got a bit caught up. And then the last one. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? This is from Where the Wild Things Are. And very cute and cuddly. So this incredible creation, I'm just feeling what it's all made from. Sorry, it's a sponge that's been carved into the nose, the fabulous teeth. Again, lots of recycled materials. The teeth are made out of old core flute. You know, the fingers are made out of the claws are made out of core flute. And when you look at the picture, and then you go up to see what this is SB10, right? And they've just got, I don't even know what this is, if this is old blankets or something, but they've just cut them and it looks fantastic. Very cuddly. So
wow.
That was weak, wasn't it? Do we need a recap? Or do you reckon everyone's got it?
Well, I'm wondering whether maybe because the People's Choice isn't being decided immediately, people can think about it. I thought maybe what you could do is go around and snap some pics of one of each one and send them to me. I'll put them into the post, and then people can look at a stills photo and make their final decision if they haven't, you know, because sometimes you see one and you just go, bang, that's it. That's that category. I like that one. This category I like. So technically you only need to pick 3 as first place. But, you know, if you want to pick 3 in each category, you can do that. And we can see, you know, how close it was between the different scarecrows, because they're all fantastic. So yes, Karen Sanchez, you can pick 3. And that's what we'll do. So once we're done, Sophie, if you snap some pics, we'll put them up. But for now, what's left? The Costa category.
Well, absolutely. And you know, these are awesome. Like I said, lots of kids or lots of schools thought everyone's going to enter the Costa category. So they didn't. But the ones that entered are fabulous. And, you know, we've got the hair, we've got the floppy hats, we've got flowers in your beard.
This is great.
We've got straw coming out of your shirt. Well, that's probably likely too, really.
Yeah, with all my hair. That's fantastic.
And we've got straw coming out of your boots. And, you know, I'm sure I could mistake that for you. I reckon if it was down on about the right height too. So this is C2. So we've got this gorgeous Costa. I must admit, I don't think I've ever seen you wear gloves, but that's okay. Gardeners often don't wear gloves. It's absolutely fabulous. And look at the beautiful painted face too. So that looks like that's a paper mache face. And if you go in close, get the expression on that.
Oh, that's a happy expression.
It is. Smiling eyes. I love it. Now this one is very, very special. Look, I'm picking over corn getting in here. This one is very, very special too. Coming close. Look what's on this one. Even an Araucana egg, Costa, because they know you love your chooks, you love your girls. And it even says, thank you, girls, for our eggs. We've got a chook. We've got pot plants everywhere. We've got lemons. And, I mean, actually, I should talk about the scarecrow first, right? So we can see these beautiful little pictures. Look at that. That's you with a bee, Costa. That is gorgeous. And we've got
no way.
Bees and butterflies, and I love Gardening Australia, and I love rugby, and actually I'm a ref. And what I love chickens, I love surfing. And what else are we missing here? I'm thinking I love bees. Absolutely. Do they know you well or what? And
I think they do.
I think they do too. And unfortunately, this came in yesterday. So we had fresh flowers in your beard. And you know that for the ECLA, the Brisbane show, you've had your beard decorated. It's happened lots of times. And I think this is a gorgeous one too, with a beautiful sunflower on your shoulder. So how good is that? So this is C1. And again,
wow.
Little pictures. The kids have obviously helped stuff your shirt with straw. It looks like your shirt, actually.
It does. I was wondering where that one was.
Yeah, I think they've got an inside connection.
I think they do.
And then travelling over here. Now, this is the picture they used as inspiration. So that's a gorgeous picture of you, Costa. So look at that. And so see what they've done. They've got flowers in your hair, in your beard. Ooh, again, tomato ties. Look at that. So we've got this fabulous beard made out of old T-shirt material. You've got a bunch of flowers, a sunflower in your pocket, and you've got a fabulous trowel. They've even made the trowel out of cardboard. I love that. And you've got a bird on your shoulder. How cute is that? So that one's 4. And,
that's awesome.
Isn't it fabulous? Now we might come around here. I'm just going to hop in here. Look at this one. Isn't it? Look at the hair. The hair is fabulous. And the beard's in there too. Look at that. And yet another beautiful face. Look at the smiling eyes. Now this has got you in overalls. Now I know that you're a bit keen on overalls, Costa. So it's got your gardening tools in your overalls. The body's got all sorts of stuff. Straw coming out your hands, straw coming out your boots. I think I just kicked one of your boots. Sorry, got on your toe. And that's another gorgeous Costa Scarecrow. So this one's number C3. So how good are
they? Seriously, they are very hard to distinguish between, because I mean the little C1 with all those extra things. I mean, they've kind of made an entire Costa Scarecrow display.
I forgot something really important. Now, I don't want you to let this influence anything. Props, like a prop that could influence. This could swing the voters. So not only did we have the eggs, right, which we know you're passionate about, chooks and eggs, but in this jar, coming close, I'm just going to take this off. Well, actually, can you see what that says?
I love worms. Oh.
There are worms in there.
Yeah, really?
They're in there. So we know that you're a worm lover, and you've got out the front on your verge, you've got all your fabulous worm farms made out of bathtubs, and the whole community is coming and leaving their food scraps there to compost them. So that school also took on board everything you do. And all of these are amazing, aren't they?
Wow. Gracious me. That's a massive that there is some amazing scarecrows there, and all the comments are just unreal. If you could see them, I've been putting them up as we go. I suppose, Sophie, I was just wondering, there's been a couple of comments. Is there Lisa Fitzgerald just said they can this is a nice comment actually. Oops, hang on a sec. I just Lisa Fitzgerald just said they can host GA tonight with the real Costa.
They could. I was looking for one actually that I could wave, but unfortunately this one was a bit stiff. His arms are stiff. So yes, they would make great hosts. No.
Now, what do you think? Is there any chance you could go through and recap for people? Jane Canaway here, who you may know. Jane Canaway has said, can Sophie just recap on the numbers again?
Of the Costa ones or all of them?
That's a good question. I reckon maybe just go through and just go bang, 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 and then people have got one last look at each of them, and then.
And while we're here, because I screwed up, I messed up the name of the book that I should know better. So this is the beautiful nature playbook, which every school that's an entrant is going to get a copy of. It's where birds sing and butterflies dance. And if anyone around Australia is looking for a beautiful read, go to Nature Play SA website. It's all about connecting with nature, and it's a companion to South Australian National Parks. But for anyone around Australia, it is magnificent. It is extraordinary. There is poetry, there is amazing photography, and all done by the amazing Jason Tyndall. Let's start with the cost ones because I'm right here.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
we've got in our red check flannel shirt the gorgeous C2. And he's got a beautiful face with big smiling eyes, fabulous hair, and straw coming out of his boots. Right next to us, we have C1. Now, this is the one that I'm sure that's your shirt. But on top of your shirt, the kids have drawn little pictures and written things about you. So whether they, you're a rugby ref, they know you love chickens, bees, surfing, and as little props down here, they've got eggs and they've got worms because we know that they love you too. And they decorated your beard. So this was C1. They decorated your beard with fresh flowers. Unfortunately, they're past their best today because it's been a bit warm here today. Here we've got this gorgeous one inspired by the picture of you with flowers in your hair, in your beard, and in your hair. We've got all sorts of flowers there. Fabulous hair, fabulous beard, another check shirt, a pair of old sort of work pants looking fabulous, work boots, and that's gorgeous. That's C4. And then the last one here, with your overalls on, is C3. So this is gorgeous. We've got a gardening tool in the top pocket, fabulous hair, fabulous beard. So they are the 4 Costa Scarecrows, all fantastic.
Wow, that's amazing. So moving along.
So we've got this amazing creature from Where the Wild.
Sorry. Someone's ringing in to rig the voting. I just cancelled. I turned the phone down. They can't ring in and influence the judges.
Was that your end, not my end?
That was my end. Yeah.
Good. I thought, how rude! I didn't turn my phone off. This amazing creature from Where the Wild Things Are. And, the effort, even the carving of the sponge for the nose is extraordinary. And the teeth out of recycled core flute, the claws, it's fabulous. So that was SB10. Here we've got SB3. So this is Matilda from Roald Dahl. And she's gorgeous with her felt lips and simple face, beautiful eyebrows. Here we've got this fabulous, look at that. That's fabulous. So this is stuff with all sorts of t-shirt material, another lovely face and the helmet. So this is SB1. Okay, now Costa, I'm being told that unfortunately your list has 2 characters that are missing, and this is one of them. So this is August from the book The Wonder. So this might on your
no, August is SB1.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, August is there.
Okay, beautiful. Okay,
yeah.
Great. So this is SB4 with her fabulous face and felt glasses and eyes and her bun. I love her bun and the really cute t-shirt. So this is from the book Give Me Space, and that was SB4. Here we've got Dumbledore, SB2, with silver hair, a wonderful beard. Now, bear in mind, this display's on here for the next 9 days. So lots of people are going to be coming in and checking these all out. So if you're watching and you are in South Australia, make the effort to get in here to the Botanic Gardens. We're at the Schomburg Pavilion, which is in the heart of the gardens, right near the cafe, so you can get something to eat and drink right near the digger shop. So this is the fabulous SB2 Dumbledore. Here we've got Mr. Pocket with his pocket dogs. That's SB5. Fabulous face, whoever sewed that, very professional. And you can see the little puppy dogs jammed into the dressing gown pockets. So that's gorgeous.
Oh, I love the dressing gown.
Isn't that awesome?
And the nose. What about the nose?
I know. And even the ears, Costa, they're pretty cool. And
yeah.
The hair, very cool. Now at the back, we've got SB15, which is George the Bear. And George the Bear does have an amazing face. Whoever stitched that and the buttons they chose are just beautiful. And you can see his shirt has got straw coming out of him. I can just imagine kids having lots of fun pushing the straw into that shirt and making the body. So that's SB15, George the Bear. Here we've got SB18, Harry Potter. And that's fabulous too. We've got the Hogwarts sort of logo on the coat. Okay, apparently that mightn't be showing up on your list either. So that's SB18. Have you got that, Costa?
SB18 I've got as Harry Potter, yeah.
Okay, you've got that. Fantastic.
So
that's SB18?
Yeah.
Hayley's going to have the most amazing arms after this. So
here yeah, exactly.
We've got SB14, which is Alfred's War, all in camo, stuffed with hay, a fabulous hessian head, and even the COVID camo mask. And and even the army boots, they're real army boots, so they look fabulous too. And right here, we've got Professor Inkling, which is fabulous, a wonderful head from paper mache, and here these wonderful legs with all sorts of adornments. You can see the tentacles and the suckers, they look fabulous. So this is Professor Inkling, and this is SB8. And right at the back, we've got Grug. Now, how cute is that? And again, you can imagine all the kids having fun cutting the strips, because, you know, we're talking about kindies and preschools and primary schools. So we've got lots of mixed abilities, and this is just fabulous. They would have had lots of fun cutting those strips to make Grug. That's SB7, and the face looks perfect, doesn't it?
It sure does.
We've got this very schmick Cruella de Vil, who looks extraordinary, and, you know, right down to her red and black shoes and her little dog made out of felt. And when you look at her face and her hair is amazing. Again, paper mache, beautifully painted on with, you know, fabulous green eyeshadow. And right at the back, we've got Tinkerbell and, oh, is it Wendy? Tinkerbell. Sorry. So it is fabulous. It's SB12 right at the back, looking fabulous, stuffed with, you know, the pillow stuffing and looking really cute.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and right here we've got this lovable bear, Winnie the Pooh, red top, yellow pants, and a fabulous face. I don't know if we can get down low to see the face. Look at that. How cute is that?
That's beautiful.
Isn't that a lovable bear? That
is lovable.
And here we've got Bob the Builder. Again, a fabulous paper mache head. I love the ears on this fella. This is just gorgeous. And he's got his overalls on, he's got his tools, and that's FB16. So lots of fun. And right at the back, we've got Coraline, SB11, and she does look just like the character with the skinny legs and the yellow top. And again, lots of fun. And this is very tricky because this is BFG and this is extraordinary. So we've got grapevines that have been bundled, and we've got grapevine hands. We've got all sorts of, a bag with all sorts of different things in it. And then we've got Sophie in there. I don't know that we showed that. It's a bit hard to get into these because we've got them barricaded. But the hair on the head of the BFG.
Yeah.
I love the fact that his face is made out of hessian. It's so fitting. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
And here we've got the Gruffalo. And again, you know, lots of little scrappy bits of fabric stuck on. So you can imagine all the kids having lots of fun with this. This one's SB9 and looks just like the character in the book.
Excellent.
And here we've got the anime character, Naruto. If I'm looking lost, it's because I don't actually know this one, Costa. It's SB17.
Yeah.
So that one's fabulous. And then here we've got, of course, the spider, Charlotte's Web. Very clever legs on this one, made out of PET bottles, put in black stockings, and on the web. Looks fabulous. Couple of garden stakes. So that's SB13. So lots to see there. And then we've still got the traditional. Are we ready for that one?
Yeah, I think so. Now, I do have to note that somewhere in my transferring of the names, I did make a shortfall. So what I'll have to do, everyone, is if you hold out and I'll adjust those 2 extra names into the survey, which somehow when I was transferring them across, I did miss out, as someone very eagerly illustrated. 2 of them missed out, and I'll just let you know so that we can get them in there. Harry Potter and August somehow.
Okay.
Because it's the first time I've done a Survey Monkey, and I did it once and then it didn't quite be a good survey, so I had to do it again, and somewhere in the process a couple of scarecrows fell off the list. So I will get those on as soon as Sophie and I finish, because I'm not going to close this until tomorrow. People can watch the live and go on and judge after I put the photos up as well. But, you know, the thing is, I mean, you probably get a fair idea of which ones strike you pretty quickly. But, yeah, put the judging in and I'll get that up to speed. So sorry to those 2 scarecrows.
Oh, so you realise you and I actually have to choose a winner tonight too, don't you?
Yeah.
First, second and third in this too?
Yep.
So,
yep.
and overall winner and runner-up. Okay, so we've got to make a decision too before this is over. But let's do this, and then the Survey Monkey thing can operate, and I'll send photos afterwards. So this, when we're talking about traditional, I mean, these are a bit of a different take on traditional, but I do love the messages here. Stop panic buying, you know, please don't rubbish, you know, and this is so this is a COVID mask scarecrow, and the kids have written things on there, you know, so whether it's debt writing there, all sorts of things. Keep safe. This is a COVID mask with a bucket of Golden North ice cream. Oh, the best.
Oh.
I've had emptying that bucket of ice cream to make this head. So that's fabulous. And here, I love this one. This is the fireman. Now, you know, this one's all stuffed with straw, and, you know, South Australia, well, across Australia, fire is such a part of, you know, it's such a terrible thing. It's part of nature, but we all know, you know, how impactful it can be on people. And these guys, the firefighters, have done an amazing job. And so I love the fiery scarecrow with the koalas sitting on his shoulders. So that's fabulous. And down the bottom of all the photos of the kids that obviously visited or helped take part in that. So that was wonderful. Here we've got this very, very cute traditional scarecrow with a cute smile on her face and a recycled bottle top necklace. This is T2, and that's good. At the back, we've got Milky. Now, this is made out of recycled milk cartons all put together, and then they've stuck bits of paper and fabric and all sorts of things on there, and, you know, corks on the hat and the smiley face out of an old milk bottle. So that's a fabulous one. I'm just looking for the number on that one. That's T4. And then just 2 more to go. This is T5. Now, this is Mr. Pumpkinhead. And in its vest and its check shirt, almost, you know, that's what we think of with a scarecrow. Fabulous painted pumpkin face and a good old gardening hat. So that's T5. And this is Franco, the head scarecrow, but inspired by the gardener at the school who loves to grow veggies. And he's stuffed with straw, and he's got an old belt and braces and a fabulous smiling Hessian face, all stuffed with straw, even the leather nose and the button eyes. So that's a gorgeous one too. So that's T6. So that's Franco, who's a gardener at the kids' school. So
wow. Well,
can now spend their night. No, they can't actually. Gardening Australia's coming up. And
yeah.
And a story on Gardening Australia.
You've given them the. Someone just said that's Jerry Colby Williams.
Not quite.
Not quite, but he's tall like him.
So Costa, what are you thinking? Where are you going with the traditional ones? What would be your number one?
Oh, I wasn't sure whether we were. I thought we were just doing this part for the crowd, and then we go into private discussion. because I think it's going to be I don't think people need to sit and listen to us as we he's got Tino's hat, Rick Thellian said. He does too. Yeah, I think maybe we wrap it up because it's been going for an hour now. Yeah, it's probably more than enough on this. Hey man, straw man.
Hey man. Straw man.
Straw man. Sorry, it's straw. But while we're there, Soph, I thought I'd just go through and put up on the thing the Adelaide Show, which is why we're here doing this today. And then Nature Play SA. You mentioned them earlier. Tell us a
fabulous website. I mean, we've got Nature Play organisations in WA and Queensland, and South Australia is awesome too. I happen to be one of their ambassadors, so very proud to be associated with them. And if you're in lockdown, go onto the Nature Play websites, right? The three that I mentioned. Lots of fact sheets on what to do with your kids, just how to get them outside off screens, because that's one of the things, when we're in lockdown, we tend to spend more time on a screen. So we need to balance screen time with green time.
Then we had Cleland Wildlife Park.
Cleland Wildlife Park, absolutely. It's up in our national park. It's fabulous. And so one of the prizes that's up for grabs for these schools is they're going to get a trip up to Cleland Wildlife Park, which will be fabulous. Green
Adelaide?
Green Adelaide, absolutely. So that's basically our new environmental organisation steering our city towards greener, cooler, wilder futures.
Parks SA?
Parks SA, same sort of deal.
Yep. And of course the Botanic Gardens where you are.
Yes. So anyone in South Australia, if you can get here between tomorrow and next Sunday week, down here we've got, this is in the Schomburg Pavilion. It's in the heart of the Botanic Gardens, cafe there, Museum of Economic Botany with a Sala exhibition on. The Botanic Gardens always has so much to see. It's one of my favourite places to visit. The wisteria arbours that are just over there are just bursting. The white's out and the purple's about to go off. So if you want a place for a picnic or a place to come, I'm actually broadcasting ABC Radio. I'm doing talkback from down here on Sunday morning with Peter Gers. So if you want to come and heckle us, please do. We're down here. Peter's down here from 10 till 12, and I'll be live on air with him from 11 till 12.
That is fantastic, Soph. So, all right. Well, look, I reckon we can let people get off and get organised for their evening ahead with Gardening Australia. Is give us a final image there, Soph.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Now, I will end the broadcast, but Soph and hey, man, you can stay in. You don't have to end the broadcast, and we can continue to go around and do our judging.
Okay, awesome. See you guys. Hope you enjoyed a bit of fun and stay safe.